Hey, my lovely sugars. Welcome back to Anxiety Art Adventures. I'm losing my mind, but it's all good. It's all good. How is everyone doing? I hope you all are all doing just wonderful and have had a awesome week. And I hope you're going to have a great start to the new week coming up. Um, yeah, it's been a week, y'all. It's been a week. And you definitely want to stay and listen to the whole thing because I had lots of things happen this week that never would have thought would have happened to me. But anyway, okay. So, first of all, I want to thank everyone as always for participating in the Josephine Wall event, the JWallalong2022. Just, it's so great to see so many people in the community participating in the event and that, you can piggyback off, this event with other events going on in the community. That always makes me happy. So thank you to everyone participating. And of course, thank you to all of the awesome sponsors. Um, just, they're just awesome. That's all I can say. They are awesome. So congrats to Diamonds and Jeep Gal who won the week 4 pen and cover minders. She is in the United States, so she won a Lazy River pen and the cover minder Saban. So congrats to you for that. And then also Diane's Diamond Painting won a $25 gift card, and she chose to get the gift card to DP with Sparklers, which I hadn't even thought of that being an option to do a gift card. So that's great. So I went ahead and sent her that gift card. So congratulations to both of you lovely ladies. And I will be sending out the physical items at the end of the event. Okay, we're going to go over everything I'm using today, and then we're going to start. I'm going to work in this little section over here. As you can see, you can start to see her beautiful face over here. I am thrilled to be almost done. When I'm done with this small section right here, I'm only going to have this section up here to finish. So I'm hoping I can get it done in a week. However, lots of stuff going on. There are going to be contractors inside our house next week, which, yeah, we'll get into that. Okay, so I am using in my multi-placer and my single placer today, I am using Randa's Crafty Corner Seabreeze Scented Putty. Her putty is amazing. I love her putty. Camera. I love her putty. I use it very often. I kind of go back and forth between Randa's putty and the super sticky gem tack from Crystal Trays. Those are my two absolute favorite putties right now. And then the trash drill holder, it's the same one I'm using throughout the entire project. I always use the same one. This is from Patriotic Team. It's a beautiful resin jar, and it's got a turtle on top. And this is where, holding all my trash. Not a lot of trash, which is good. Now, the cover minders you see up here, there are 3 cover minders. This is such a cute. These are from Cover Minders The Bond, who is a sponsor of the event. All of these are sponsors of the event. Look at this cover minder. So it's like a little fairy door, but you can open the door and you can put a picture in there. You could put something scented in there. I mean, how cool is that? It's like a little fairy door. So amazing. Absolutely love it. Okay, and then this beautiful fairy. Look at that. How gorgeous is that? Oh my gosh. And it's got, the silver flat magnets on the back. So I've got that cover minder. Excuse me. And then look at that beautiful unicorn. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. And all the sparkle. Yes. Okay. Now, these 3 cover minders are part of the giveaway. So stay tuned for your keyword later on in the whip and chat. All right. And last but not least, this is my brand new Patriotic Team pen. Stephanie, if I'm correct, I'm pretty sure this is a hand-poured pen from Stephanie over at Patriotic Team. And I'm pretty sure, yes, Muni Made has the same blank, just in a different shape. Isn't that gorgeous? This is absolutely, I've been using this nonstop for the last 2 days. Absolutely love this pen. I right now I'm rotating between this this pen, and then of course my Lazy River Josephine Wall pen. And this is similar to the pens that are being given away for the event. So awesome, awesome, awesome. But yes, this is Patriotic Team. Don't know the name of it. I just call it, I don't know. I don't call it anything, to be honest. I just look at it and smile. It's got all the bright, cheerful colors, and it's translucent, and it's got, I don't know if you can see it, but it's got glitter in it. Look at that. Oh my gosh. Yes, so I've been using this nonstop. Okay, so that is what I'm using today. And of course, I am working on Spirit of the Ocean by Josephine Wall. And this is from Uniquely Yours Down Under. So yeah, so I only have this very top section left of the cut. So yay. Okay, camera. All right, so now I've shown you everything I'm going to show you. I'm going to turn off the autofocus. Okay, we're going to start diamond painting. Like I said, I'm working on this section over here. Okay. Whoops, I just dropped something, but that's okay. All right, so let's go ahead and talk about my week. Unfortunately, I'm going to need a piece of parchment paper over here so I don't stick my hand in it. So I'm just going to put a piece of parchment paper down right here. And that way, and I don't have to turn my light pad on today because it's during the day. Okay, so yeah, let's talk about my week. I went to brunch this past week, last Sunday. So when y'all see this, it was, a week ago. This was the first time I had gone out in public and eaten at a restaurant in well over 2 years, due to my social anxiety. And I also have been diagnosed with, I never say this right, is it agoraphobia, where I don't want to leave my house. And I've always had social anxiety, but it's been compounded over the last few years with, the virus. So I spoke with my therapist, and we had some great sessions with some ideas as far as how to go about coping with going out in public for the first time. And let me tell you, it was amazing. It was amazing. Now, when I first got to the restaurant, I was nervous. I was a little panicky. I started breathing a little funny, and Adam, he just kind of pulled me over to the side, and we stood by the door for a minute. Because originally we were going to sit outside, but it was so cold that last Sunday here in Virginia, I think it only got to a high of like 50. So we sat inside. But the good thing is when we were seated, I sat on the end, and I sat right next to a door, and there were windows all around us. So my thing is I need to be able to see a door so that I can get out, as well as it needs to be open, like windows. I don't want to feel closed in where I can't, quote unquote, escape. So I was actually okay once we sat down and started talking, and we went for my stepmother's birthday. It was really nice. She got to open all her gifts from everybody, and it wasn't bad. Like, at the end of it, I was so happy that I went, and, my dad and stepmom were just like, we're so proud of you. You've come leaps and bounds from even, 6 months ago. So it was a really nice feeling. Adam was super proud of me. Y'all, I even had some mimosas. Because we went for brunch. So I had some mimosas, and Adam just drove my car home so that I could enjoy myself, and not worry about, drinking and driving. And I had a wonderful quiche and some fruit. It was so good, so good. But yeah, I'm really happy. And I can't wait I have an appointment with my therapist Monday, so tomorrow, to talk about how that went, and how I felt, and is it something that, I can do again, which I really think I can. Um, I didn't wear my mask and I was fine. I was fine. Um, so it's just baby steps. And I know a lot of people are probably watching this like, girl, you crazy. Just go to a restaurant and have fun. But you got to understand, for those of us with anxiety and depression, and for me, agoraphobia, it it's a lot harder than you think just to get out of the house and go somewhere and be around people. So yeah, I'm super thrilled that I did it. Originally, I wasn't gonna go, and my parents, my dad and stepmom, they completely understand that. They were like, we just want to invite you. We know you're not comfortable, and we know you're in therapy for all of that, but we wanted to invite you. And I was like, you know what? I said, let me talk to my therapist and let's see how it goes. And I did, and it's great. Yeah, I just can't express how good of a day that was for me. It was fabulous. So anyway, enough about that. So brunch went wonderful. And for those of you that asked about my stepmother's surgery, thank you. She is doing much better. She had a bunch of work done on her right foot. Basically, she had the equivalent of really bad bunions on her foot. They had to go in and basically break her foot in like 3 different places and reset her bones, and reset, how her toes line up. So it was like, I think it was like a 3-4 hour surgery. But she is doing great, and she got her stitches out. I think she got her stitches out, Friday. Yeah, Friday. So she's doing well. So thank you to everyone for your well wishes on that. Yeah, okay, what else? Okay, so let me just touch base on work on the house. Yeah, so the siding is pretty much finished. Replacing all the siding that had rotted. We fixed all that. We also fixed the leak in our roof. We finally found where the leak was. We had to cut open our ceiling on the screened-in porch and watch it when it rained. It was so funny because Adam and I both were out there, on a ladder with a flashlight trying to see where the leak was. So that was interesting, especially me getting on a ladder. Not a fan. But we figured out where the leak was, so our contractor fixed that for us. And we had really bad weather. What day was it? Thursday. We had like tornado watches and warnings and all kinds of stuff, and all kinds of heavy rain. So I hope everyone that was in this area that was affected by that weather, I hope you are all safe and sound, and that everything's okay. Yeah, but I mean, we had just torrential downpour here, so, and no leaks, which is amazing. It's the first time in like 3 years we haven't had any leaks. So, so that's good. So they're coming back Monday to finish just some little things like replacing some drip caps, and just a couple of like end boards on the corners of the house, and replacing some of the vents like at the top of our house, like to your attic. They were wood and they had rotted, so we got PVC vents that they're going to replace on Monday. But they have to put scaffolding up, so they can't do that when it's raining because they don't want the scaffolding to get all wet. So yeah, just all kinds of things, but it's coming along. It's coming along nicely, and I'm really excited about the color we chose. It's a real pretty like blue gray, and it's going to have all white trim. It's really going to pop. And then I chose it's like a robin's egg blue color for our front doors. So we chose that color. So that's going to be amazing. I'll just be really glad when it's all done and over. But I just so you all understand, I know I've kind of been MIA as far as on social media and stuff. I just, during the day, I get up every day now at 8 o'clock with my husband, like 8:15. And, the contractor gets here at like 8:30, and I'm pretty much in and out of the house, going through things with him most of the day, because he'll text me and be like, all right, come out and look at this. I found this, what are we going to do? Do you want to fix it? Designing certain things, like how do you want this to look? And just all kinds of things. There's a lot that goes into this. There's a lot more that goes into it than I thought. But anyway, it's all coming along. Monday, so tomorrow, they're going to start work on the inside of the house. Now, we're not getting the house actually painted until the end of next week is when the painter is scheduled to come out. And he'll be here for 2 weeks to paint our whole house. But anyway, we have work on the inside of our house that we're getting done. So I'm getting our kitchen ceiling. Whoever made the kitchen ceiling in our house, I would like to string them up by their toes. They put popcorn ceilings all throughout our house, but especially in the kitchen. With a popcorn ceiling, it's right above, our stove, and the microwave is built into the wall. Well, when you run the fan, like when you're cooking and you want to vent out all of the steam and smoke and whatever, it literally goes directly up the top of our cabinets to the ceiling. It doesn't vent out into our attic or outside of the house. It's the dumbest design. It was basically, our contractor said whoever built it was just lazy and didn't want to do it the right way. So right now, with everything else going on, it's just too costly for us to, we'd have to add, venting and go through our attic and all that stuff. It's just not feasible right now, not with everything else going on. So the way we're going to get around it is the contractor is going to come in on Monday, so tomorrow, and he's going to scrape all of the popcorn ceiling so that it's flat. Excuse me. And then he's going to go back behind that, and he has to mud all of the, uneven spaces. And our kitchen isn't small. I mean, it's not huge, but it's not small. So it's going to take him a little bit. And then, he has to mud it and then wait for that to dry, sand it. And then the painter is going to come on Wednesday and paint the ceiling with a semi-gloss white. That way, when I get grease and shit from cooking up on the ceiling, I can just take a damp cloth and wipe it off. Whereas with a popcorn ceiling, you cannot do that, because when you do that, it's a flat paint. It's not something you can wipe, because if you use anything damp up there, it just wipes away the paint. It's so dumb, and it's so aggravating. And I have like this brown spot above our stove. It's nasty. So anyway, all of that's going on next week. So that means they will be inside the house. Well, I didn't plan that very well, because Monday and Tuesday I have therapy appointments during the day, like on a Zoom call, basically. So I didn't plan that very well. Yeah, and I tried to cancel it, and they said, well, you're within 48 hours, so we'd have to charge you. I'm like, that's okay. They can just hear the scraping and sanding and whatever. They can deal with it. So yeah. So all of that's going on next week. And then we're also replacing the lattice across the entire front of our house, because we have a front porch that goes pretty much the length of the house. Replacing all the lattice. So Adam has to paint some boards this weekend. Yeah, it's amazing. It's amazing. I think I mentioned this in the last WIP and chat, and I know I sound like a broken record, but I don't have any time for me during the day. Today I was fortunate because, I'm recording this on Friday. The contractor finished a little bit earlier, and it's Friday. He wanted to get out of here. I was like, go. I can take care of some things I need to do. You can just come back on Monday. Yeah, so sorry, that's my chair. So anyway, lots of stuff going on. I don't have any time during the day to do anything that I normally do. And then, like I've said, at nighttime, I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. I just want to freaking relax and spend time with my husband. The good thing about all of this next week, though, Yeah, is I cannot use my kitchen for, I think it's 4 to 5 days. So guess what? Yeah, I get to have dinner brought home to me every night next week. Get to eat out. Yay. So Adam's going to bring home basically takeout every day next week on his way home from work because I can't use the kitchen. It'll be all covered up with plastic and, all that stuff. Yeah, and it'll be fun trying to keep the cats away from all that too. Yeah. That'll be fun. Be great fun. Oh, anyway. Okay, so what we're going to do now is I'm going to do the giveaway portion of the whip and chat. And I know my whip and chats are shorter, and I'm sorry. It's just once all this stuff with the house is done, I'll try to get back to my normal self. Okay, so for the giveaway, this is for a domestic United States giveaway only. I am going to be giving away all 3 of these cover minders here. The fairy door, the beautiful fairy, and the unicorn, as well as 2 of Randa's Crafty Corner putties, Vanilla Cupcake and Fresh Lilacs. So those are the 2 putties that you will get along with the 3 cover minders. So if you would like a chance to be entered to win all of these, use the word ocean, like, ocean, OCEAN, in a sentence. And that will let you be eligible to win. And then, of course, on Thursday, I'll put up my video announcing the winner for week 5 whip and chat. So that is the prize. Make sure you have your Google document form over in the description filled out, and that you've posted a progress picture of some sort on either Instagram or Facebook or in the Facebook group. And that's all you got to do. So there we have it. That is going to be the prize for week 5. So, yay. All right, back to diamond painting. And I'm not sure if I'm going to have prizes every week. I've had a few things going on I'm not sure of with some of the sponsors, so I will keep you posted on that. But that's okay. I'm going to try really hard to make sure we have giveaways each week if I can. Okay. Yeah. All right. So let's talk about my new neighbors. My new neighbors, y'all. So excited to, I was nervous at first. I was like, okay, we've been really fortunate to have really nice neighbors since we've lived here. And then they moved. And then the new neighbors moved in about 2 weeks ago. And y'all, it's been a nightmare. It has been a nightmare since freaking day one that they moved in. It is a family of, I think it's only a family of 3. So I think it's a husband and wife. And then originally I thought it was a teenager, but I don't think it's a teenager because they're not in school. Hold on, I got to move this. Because they're not in school during the day because they come home at like 1 o'clock every day. Hold on. Yeah, so originally when they first moved in, the first night they moved in, we live in a neighborhood. Now we are kind of out in the country a little bit, but we're still in a neighborhood. And they unloaded 2 ATVs. I was like, okay, that's cool. They're just going to ride around their ATVs around their property because, it's like, I think they've got like an acre of land. Oh no. No, ma'am. They decided to rev up the RVs, or ATVs, I'm sorry, ATVs. And one of them has a stereo system on it, probably one nicer than what is in my vehicle. And they decided at 8 o'clock at night to take the ATV and drive at high speeds up and down our road and through the neighborhood, blaring music as they go. Well, first of all, I have 2 problems with this. The first problem being ATVs are not street legal vehicles, and you're driving your ATV at high speeds when there are people, with children. There could be, pets that, run out into the road. You could hurt somebody and yourself. And by the way, they were not wearing helmets. They weren't, no safety, whatever. And then second of all, you're blaring loud music, this is a very peaceful, quiet neighborhood. We have never had any issues with noise or, you know, none of that. We've never had that. This is a very, quiet place, which is part of the reason why we moved here. Yeah, so absolutely threw my anxiety through the roof. Um, I was like, oh my God, you got to be kidding me. So that went on, the first couple of nights they moved in. Yes, it was on a weekend, but still, I mean, anyway. Then the kid, I'm calling him a kid, and no offense to anyone, but I mean, definitely probably I would say 18, 19 years of age. He drives a vehicle, a big SUV that literally sounds like a club on wheels. This vehicle has no muffler, and I can hear the bass from his stereo system when he drives into the neighborhood. And then he sits on the side in his driveway playing the music at the same sound. I literally, my house would shake. I'm inside the kitchen. I could feel it shaking my house. No shit. I was like, okay, it's all good. I'm going to let it go. Okay, 3 days in a row, every day, for like 45 minutes to an hour a day? No. My contractor even got mad. He was like, I really don't want to have to listen to this every day. I was like, I get you. So what do? Yeah, I called the Popo. I did. I called our sheriff's department. We have a sheriff's department. We don't actually have a police department because we're in, a county. I called the sheriff's department. I said, look, we've got new neighbors. I'm not trying to be an asshole, but he's playing his music. The bass is so loud, it's shaking inside of my house. It's uncalled for. So she said, absolutely. I said, I don't know if this is the right place to call. She said, absolutely. We're going to send a deputy out. Okay. So I'm outside with the contractor, and here comes the deputy, just tooling down the street real slow. So he goes past the house that, the neighbors are at. And of course, at that time that he drives down the street, the kid isn't playing his music. Of course. Always happens. So he goes slowly by, our house, and goes down the road. And what he was doing is he was trying to hear, if the kid was playing music loud so he could catch him in the act. So then he turned around, and I walked up to my mailbox and waited for him to come up. And he was like, are you Laura? And I said, yes. And he said, we got your complaint. He said, I was just driving around to see if I could hear anything, but I don't hear anything. I said, of course it has to happen that way. I said, I promise you, it happens every day around the same time every day. And he was like, okay, well, here's what's going to happen. I don't really understand how this works, and maybe someone who's more knowledgeable about this in law enforcement can tell me, but basically he said that he can go and talk to, the neighbors and say, hey, they've had some noise complaints. You need to not play your music that loud in the neighborhood. He can do that, but then anything after that, they have to physically catch him doing it in order to fine him. Other than that, he said it would be a civil matter between us and the neighbors. So basically, we would have to take them to court. And I was like, I don't want to do that at all. I'm not that kind of person. I'm not petty. I don't want to hear or feel bass, in my house while I'm trying to relax. Or, trying to do, like, I couldn't record a video while this was happening because y'all would hear it. Like, completely. It was obnoxious. So, anyway, so I sat out there and talked to the deputy for a little bit. So I said, look, I just want you to go over there. I think just your presence up at the door will scare the crap out of the kid, and hopefully he won't do it anymore. That's all I wanted. It's just, hey, knock it off, That's it. I don't want to do anything else. I'm not trying to be an asshole. It's just, come on. So he said, okay, no problem. So I watched him. He pulled in. Now, there is, and I told him this, and, I said there might be a language barrier because I had a hard time trying to communicate with them when they moved in, just saying hello. And he was like, well, what language do they speak? And I said Spanish. And he said, well, that's great. And he had his partner with him, and his partner said, I speak Spanish. I said, oh, okay, good. So hopefully y'all can get them to understand, just please don't play your music so loud. So he did. He went over there with his partner, and they were only there at the front door for like 2 minutes, and then they left. And I haven't heard it since, which is fabulous. That is all I wanted. I don't want to get anybody in trouble. I hate being that kind of person, but y'all, it was like the jarring in your skull. Like, oh my gosh, it's just horrible. I don't understand how anybody can be in a car with something that loud. I just, maybe I'm old. I don't know, but I can't. I just can't. So yeah, so I had to call the police. So that was fun. Yeah, that was part of the week. Oh, and then today, when the contractor is working on the house, oh, where's my phone? I'll show you. So apparently the snakes are out now. And I'm fine with black snakes because they're actually really good. But when the contractor comes and shows me this, y'all, that is a copperhead. That is a baby copperhead. He was like, I'm out there working on the siding, and this guy decides to come around the corner. I was like, oh, no, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, 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 no. So, no. So, of course, I freak out because he said he came around the side where our trash can is. And I always go out there in flip-flops, in my capris and a t-shirt, and I'm just throwing the trash out. I don't care. Oh, no, I'm not doing that anymore. Nope. So, yeah, I went out there. I took a shovel, and I chopped its head off. And our contractor scooped all of it up in the shovel and threw it in the woods. I was like, awesome. So, yeah. So Adam and I have to be really careful this weekend because we have to paint some boards before they put up the new lattice. We have to paint some of the boards white. That's going to go behind the lattice to support it. Yeah, and we have to do that under our front porch. And I know there are going to be snakes under there. So I am going to look like the Michelin Man with my tall rubber boots, my 2 layers of pants, and, gloves and long sleeves. We're going to look really, really silly, but I don't care. I don't need to get bit. No, I don't need to get bit. But my fear is, when you see one baby snake, and I mean, my contractor even told me this. He said, obviously there's a nest nearby. And I know where it is. It's in that damn woodpile that Adam refuses to get rid of that's been sitting there for years. And I know they just, probably hibernate down in there. And they're starting to come out now that it's starting to get warm. So, yeah, it's amazing. Amazing. Not really. No, I'm totally being sarcastic. It's been a week, y'all. It's been a week. Yeah. So, okay, what else do I want to talk about before I go? Oh yeah, so Claws and Paws. All right. I'm going to do an event called Claws and Paws. And don't worry, I'm going to have a video with the details hopefully next week. But I'm just going to give you all the gist of it now. So, Claws and Paws is going to happen in August. It will be for the month of August. And I know I normally do more than 1 month events. However, I don't want it to run into Drills and Chills because that is such a huge event that so many people take part in. I don't want to step on anyone's toes with Drills and Chills. So we're only going to do it for August. No big deal though. You don't have to finish your kit. If you want it to be a WIP that you've been working on and you want to start it again, that is absolutely fine with me. So the great thing about this event is that I am actually going to have a co-host. My friend Bree, who you all probably are familiar with her painting with pitties, and I will have her YouTube link over in the description to the right. She is a new YouTuber, but she has been diamond painting for a little while, but she is new to YouTube, so hopefully we can show her a lot of support, and she wants to get more involved in the community, and I agree, this is a great way to do it. Feel free, Shug, come on aboard and co-host this event with me. So, Bree and I will be doing WIP and chats throughout, we'll alternate throughout the month of August. You know, there'll be 4 WIP and chats. We'll do 1 per week for the event. And then we haven't totally hashed out the prizes yet, but I will say the physical prize is amazing. And it's something that is handmade. So it's, I don't want to say anything yet because I need to double check with her. But if we go that route, it's going to be freaking amazing. Freaking amazing. Yes. So also, and what I will do at the end of the event is I will just pull a random person from comments in my WIP and chats, and I am going to donate money to an animal charity of their choice. So Claws and Paws, I probably should back up and tell you what it is, right? Right. That would make sense, Laura. Claws and Paws, anything cat or dog related. It can be a domestic cat. It can be a big cat, like a tiger, lion, whatever. Big or small cats, anything with cats. Dogs, it can be, you know, a regular dog, you know, like a house pet dog, or it can be, somebody asked if they could do a wolf. So yes, a wolf counts because they are a dog. If you want to do like a type of, oh my gosh, I forgot. Anyway, anything dog, big or small. Okay. So anything cat, big or small, anything dog, big or small. It does need to, you know, be a, licensed diamond painting because I really want to support, you know, artists. So it needs to be a licensed diamond painting. But like I said, you don't have to finish it. It can be a WIP that you've started as long as I see some kind of progress photo on Instagram, and I'm going to create a hashtag before the event starts. I haven't figured out the hashtag yet. It'll definitely have Claws and Paws in it, obviously. So yeah, we'll have more details soon. But just so you know, if you want to go ahead and order something with a dog or a cat in it, go ahead and do that now. That'll give plenty of time for it to get here. Yeah, so that's the long and short of it. That's just an overall, here's what's going on. But I'm super excited to be co-hosting that with Bree. She's really such a sweet lady, and I'm thrilled that she's trying to get more involved in the community. So please go check out her channel. I will, of course, have that over in the description to the right. And I'm hoping we're going to try and time it where, you know, we both put up announcement videos close to the same time. I'm just so busy with everything going on. I just haven't had time to do it. I also have a new item from Craftably I need to show you. I just haven't had time to do that video. Yeah, all kinds of things. All kinds of things. So hopefully my plan is within the next couple of weeks, we'll have some announcement videos going up about Claws and Paws. I hope that sounds good to everybody. If you have questions about the event, please feel free to email me. My email, of course, is over in the description if you just scroll down. So, or you can message me on Instagram. Yes. So this is just a fun, this is just a fun casual event. I have lots of diamond paintings with cats. So I really want to work on, you know, 1, maybe 2, I don't know, only being a month, we'll see. But like I said, don't have to finish, no stress. I don't want anybody to stress or be put under pressure to finish anything. That's very important to me. I know a lot of people do events, you know, differently, and, you know, I'm not trying to, you know, judge anyone at all. So please don't take it that way. I just personally, with my busy schedule, there's no way I can get, you know, a normal size, you know, 50 by 70 diamond painting done in a month. I just can't do it. It's just not in the cards for me. So if there are events that are only a month long and they require a finish, I mean, honestly, I tend not to participate for that reason, because I know I won't be able to finish it. So, yeah. So anyway, so that is what is going to happen with Claws and Paws. And don't forget, I'm also starting an event with Patriotic Team in July. That'll run July through December, and that's TSA Knockout 2022. So basically, work on any TSA kit you have in your stash. Doesn't have to be a new start. It can be a WIP. You don't have to finish. That one's also a very casual, a casual event, but gives you plenty of time to work on a TSA kit or 2 or 3 or however many you can get done in 6 months or whatever. So yes, so lots of busy things going on. I know there are a lot of events happening, which I think is fabulous. But my personal opinion is I'm not going to stress out over trying to figure out, which ones I can and can't do and all of that. I used to stress out about it quite a bit. So now I'm just going to if it's an event that I think I can do and not be, held to a time frame, then I'll do it. If it's something I want to do, yeah. Events are supposed to be for fun and for Zoe. Do you have to do that right now? Zozo. She's chewing on her toenails. Does anybody have cats that do that? They just sit there and gnaw on their back toenails. Oh my gosh. Anyway, yeah. So, lots of things happening, going on, but it's all good, all good. I'm sure there are things I forgot to talk about, but that's okay. I think I got the main gist of what I wanted to talk about. Yeah, so again, I want to thank everybody that's participated in the event, all the sponsors. It's been amazing. Look at that beautiful, beautiful face right there. Yes, coming together. And I'm using sparklers all right here, the dark blue, that's sparklers. So yeah, lots of things going on. All right, but again, I'm going to thank everyone participating in the event, all of the sponsors. I know I just said that. I'm turning into a broken record. Yeah, it's been amazing. So thank you to everyone for all of your support. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. So, all right, I'm going to get out of here. I will hopefully, yes, I'll have things up next week if I can. Next week's going to be tough for me to do videos with them being in the house, but I'll figure it out. And yeah, I'll announce the winner on Thursday for this week's Whip and Chat. So stay tuned for that. And yeah, again, just try to be patient with me. Try to be patient with me. Yeah. And I do want to thank all of my channel members for all of their continued support. Channel membership is not ever expected or necessary, but when someone decides to take their hard-earned money and support me, I can't tell you how much I appreciate that, and it puts a giant smile on my face. So thank you to all of my channel members. You mean the world to me. Yeah. So, okay, I'm going to get out of here. I will see all of you again at some point next week. Have a fantastic rest of your weekend and start your week. Bye, guys.